Hello everyone and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For today's reading we are asking Spirit what big surprises are coming your way, or specifically one surprise that is coming your way. So for today's reading we have 4 groups for you guys to choose from. Group number 1 here with the Messenger of Air or the Page of Swords. Group number 2 with the Ace of Earth or Ace of Pentacles. Group number 3 with the Queen of Water or Queen of Cups. And then lastly, group number 4 with the 6 of Earth or 6 of Pentacles. If you want to, you can also choose based off of these additional things. So we have this white flower here. Then for group number 2 we have this little like pine cone thing. Group number 3 has a shell. And then group number 4 has this pink, purple-ish dried flower. Okay, so as always, you can pause the video here to decide on a group. It is totally normal to feel drawn to more than one group, and then when you are ready you can check the description box down below for the timestamps, and then let's see what big surprise or surprises are coming your way. Hello and welcome everyone in group number 1. So you guys were drawn to the Messenger of Air, the Page of Swords here, or maybe to this white flower, and today we are asking Spirit what big surprise is coming your way. So we'll see what wants to come through now. With the Page of Swords, I immediately get the idea that this has something to do with some type of news or communication that you will receive. This could be via social media, it doesn't have to be, it could even be in the mail or like some type of correspondence that you were waiting for and that maybe you were losing hope you were going to receive. So this could even talk about communication coming in from someone that you're in separation with, but we'll see what all of your cards say. I don't want to jump ahead. So to begin, I'm going to draw 2 oracle cards to give us a better idea of what this big surprise is that's coming your way. So to begin, let's see here with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Okay, we have 2 cards. We have the card Solitude and we have the card Wisdom. Interesting. It could be that some of you guys will be going like on some type of retreat or like a vacation where you will be spending some more time by yourself and really contemplating. I'm getting like hermit energy here, so that is Virgo as well. Maybe that resonates with your situation. And it could be that you will be receiving an unexpected break, maybe from work, maybe you've been feeling overworked. But this could even talk about maybe you being on your own for some time. And like I said, if you were in a period of separation from someone, this could talk about communication coming in from their side. And this could provide you with some clarity. So maybe you had some questions that were left unanswered by this person or company or whatever. And then unexpectedly they will be contacting you and providing you with the insights that you were lacking. Now, I do think you already have like a nudge or a gut feeling about what this information might be, because with the Wisdom, it makes me think of the crown chakra and like being connected to source. So maybe you have been receiving signs already about what this person will say to you. This will just be like extra clarification, almost like a stamp of approval to show you that what you thought about the situation was correct. Now with the Wisdom card, this person is like a mermaid here underwater, so it could be that you felt quite overwhelmed for a long period, especially if you were lacking clarity in some type of situation. Now this could even talk about like a school situation where maybe you have been waiting for guidance from like a lecturer or some type of teacher, and this is the communication that will be coming through. So any scenario really where someone hasn't provided you with enough information to be sure about what is happening. So another example could be like maybe you and a friend lost contact, and then after a long period they message you and they tell you about certain struggles that they were having in their life, and that's why they weren't talking to you as much. So this surprise is really more about connections and maybe picking up where you left off with someone or some type of company or something like that. And with the Solitude card as well, there's like this big moon here as well. So once again, that idea that you guys already almost have all of the information that you will be receiving. It will just be a confirmation that your intuition has been guiding you all along, and it has already provided you with the clarity that you sought outwards. Okay, so let's get a Moonology card as well to give us a better idea of what this big surprise is. So Spirit for group number 1, please. Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So this could be, as I said, quite unexpected communication. Obviously we're talking about a surprise here, but with Aries it could be that it's almost like a rush, like this person coming in with communication is rushing towards you. So maybe emotions have been building up. If this is like a romantic situation, I think this person has been contemplating about providing you this clarity for a long time, and it's almost like they reach a breaking point, and this causes them to just jump in and pour out their heart in some way. So in a romantic situation, this could even talk about maybe like a late night phone call or a drunk text, anything like that. But I do still think it's not going to be like this surface level information, because with the Wisdom card here, I get a very big sense of it being substantial and really informative information. So this person isn't just going to be saying like, I miss you. They're actually going to be providing an explanation for their absence. Now with a fiery climax approaches, it could be talking about a lot of emotions involved once this communication comes in. So maybe you even need to retreat a bit after receiving this information. For some of you it could be disappointing news as well. So if I think about like a more corporate circumstance, maybe you were hoping for a raise or something like that, and then you hear that you didn't receive it. But I think this, if it is like a bad situation, I think this is Spirit like rerouting your life a bit. So it's not something that you have to be afraid of, and that's why you also have to take some time to retreat and contemplate about the situation and use your insights as well, your own inner wisdom, to look at this from all the perspectives. So I think Spirit is also advising you guys not to have like an emotional outburst when this communication comes in, because once you take some time to think about it, you will be able to look at it a lot more objectively and maybe see how this is working out in your favor, especially in the long term. So if this is a romantic partner returning, it can even talk about how you see the separation was necessary for you and this person to work through some issues. So it really depends on your situation, but the overall idea is that communication will be coming in that is unexpected, and you'll have to really take some time to process the information and not just react quickly and out of maybe fear or anxiety or just intense emotion that is bubbling up inside of you. And Spirit is also saying like, trust your inner guidance here, because as I've already mentioned, you already have the insight in the situation. You just need like the extra clarity to be sure. Okay, so let's jump into tarot now to get more information. So Spirit for group number 1, what is this big surprise? What can you tell us? Okay, we have Page of Pentacles, Justice. Okay, we have the Lovers, so Gemini energy. We also have Libra. We have 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Empress in the reverse. Let's get just a few more. We have 3 of Wands. 2 more, please, Spirit. That's much. I definitely think that for many of you, this is talking about a romantic connection. We have the Devil reverse, some Capricorn energy. Last one, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the Magician reversed. Okay. So with the Page of Pentacles, I definitely get the idea that this has been a long-standing thing, and that's also why you were feeling almost on your own. And it's like you were trying to educate yourself on the situation. You see this girl is like reading a book, and you were almost trying to gain the wisdom about what is actually happening. And with the Empress reversed, this is Taurus energy, but I think about being a bit ungrounded. So I think you were very much up in your thoughts and really almost overthinking the situation, especially with air energy that we started with the Page of Swords. You were really trying to look at it from every angle, and that's also why you already have like the insight, but you just want to make sure that your judgment was correct. So with the Empress reverse as well, it could be that you almost retracted your energy from other partnerships in your life, especially like more close connections. So even from friends and family, maybe you step back a bit. You know, the Empress here, she's pregnant, so it's about creation and birth, and it's almost like you were not wanting to step into a new phase because you were holding on to something. Now with Justice, this is definitely a sense of restoring the balance here, and I think you need this information to restore your own balance as well. And this also links for me with the idea of emotion. So you were feeling emotionally turbulent, and without the clarity you cannot actually ground yourself again. And I think this person really wants to give you this justice as well. This boy looks very determined here, and he has the sword as well. So this really links with the Page of Swords, being able to almost cut away any doubt by giving you the information that you deserve. And with the Three of Wands, it's about growth as well and exploration. So for a lot of you, there's still like a lot of potential in this connection, and this person also wants to explore that, and that's part of the information that they want to give you. Now, if this is not talking about a romantic connection and it's more like in a career, then it could even be that you were wronged by a company, or people weren't expressing their appreciation for you, and someone like a boss will be trying to let justice prevail by giving you an opportunity where you can really improve yourself and show your strengths and show how you have grown over the years and how your skills have grown. And the Three of Wands, the Wands talks about creativity, so this could be in terms of like a creative project. It doesn't have to be for all of you. It could even be like in a university where you are being recognized. And also in the school example as well, it could be that you have been in the solitude trying to study and really focusing maybe on your degree. So for this group, there's really like these two scenarios where it's almost like you were underappreciated in a workplace or student situation, or you were underappreciated in a romantic connection. Now with the Lovers card, this communication coming in is due to this person making a decision, because with the Devil reversed, it's like they couldn't let go in the romantic scenario. So it's like an obsessive energy, and I do think that they really had to take a look in the mirror, like this girl, and you know the saying, take a good long hard look at yourself and see where they have misstepped in the past and how they have wronged you. And that's also why they want to bring justice into the situation, bring balance. And once again, we have like this big eye here, like the third eye. So your connection is definitely an intuitive one as well. So maybe you can sense this person's thoughts already, and that's why you already know what they want to tell you. Now with the Two of Pentacles reversed, this once again talks about a lack of balance. So there wasn't like an equal give and take here. in the romantic scenario or in the workplace scenario, one party was being neglected, and with the Magician reversed, it can talk about trickery. So either a person like cheated on you or chose somebody else, or in the workplace you weren't valued, and it's almost like other people took the recognition that you deserved. But this is going to be coming into balance for you guys for this next big surprise in your life, and I do think it's going to be quite swift, because with this full moon in Aries, the next full moon in Aries could be a significant time for you. So just check your calendars for that. This is a timeless reading, so it depends, but you can check when the next one is. So I actually want to get some more information. So let's see, what shall we ask? Spirit, how was group number 1 wronged in this situation? Can we get more information about what this lack of balance was? Okay, we have, this is a lot, we have 5 of Swords reversed, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Let's get one more, please. Oh, that's too many, sorry. Just one more. Okay. Oh, Lovers reversed below the Lovers. So with the 2 aces here, it's definitely like there was a false start. So false promises were made, and you had certain expectations in terms of how your situation is going to unfold. Maybe if this was a romantic partner, there was some mixed signals, like they gave you the impression that they have the intention of having a serious relationship with you, but then suddenly they just cut you off. Now with the 5 of Swords, this can talk about resolving conflict. So it's almost like they try to dodge a bullet by just ghosting you, maybe just like disappearing out of the blue. And I think this was due to a feeling of fear, and with the Lovers reversed, it was indecision. So maybe they weren't sure they could provide you with everything that you deserved. Now if this is talking about the workplace example again, it could be that you didn't want to rock the boat, and you didn't actually want to express how you felt neglected, and you wanted an opportunity to prove yourself and to show your growth, but you were stuck in like an ace energy, a beginner's energy, because you weren't given the space to do that, but you were also not actually standing up enough for yourself, and that's why someone else might be coming through and trying to help you in this journey. And you might have been indecisive as well about whether you should be leaving or not. Even in the romantic sense, this could talk about this indecision and wanting to hold onto this. I mentioned this with the Page of Pentacles. This could be a very long-standing thing. So that is what I see for this part. Now let's just end your reading with like 1 or 2 cards. So Spirit, how will group number 1's life change after this big surprise? Can we get like a card or 2? We have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Let's get one more. We have Queen of Wands. I actually want to get another one. Sorry. Okay, we have King of Wands reversed. Interesting. We have like counterparts here. And back of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles. It's definitely going to be something that takes some work once this communication comes in, even though it's something that you want to receive. If this is a romantic connection, both of you will have to be very open even after this communication about what it is that you expect from the other person. Now I feel like most of you are represented by the Queen of Wands here, so it doesn't mean you have to be the feminine in the connection, but it could be. But I think you will like stand in your power almost once this comes in, because as I said, this will provide you with the clarity, and so you will realize that you have been right all along. And with the peacock feathers here on her dress, it almost gives me like a showy energy, so maybe you'll be a bit proud almost. So I think Spirit is just reminding you to not feel like you are the one with all of the power. You know, it's not about power games and manipulation, because we have the King of Wands here, and it's the female version actually. So I do think this person is quite regretful, and they really, it's almost like they're shy about the way that they acted. So I think Spirit is trying to advise you guys not to be like too aggressive or boastful about this, because it is taking a lot from them to actually admit that they were wrong. And also in the workplace as well, not getting a chip on your shoulder. So if you are presented with an opportunity to showcase yourself now, don't take that for granted and just sit back and almost expect abundance to just come your way now. You still have to put in the work that you have put in the past. So it's not time for you to just let things flow your way. You have to keep going, because otherwise it will be taken away from you again. And with the Four of Pentacles, it can talk about like a greedy energy almost. So definitely don't be too like relaxed in the situation. That's what Spirit is really saying. You still have to put in the effort, whether this is romantic or career, and don't feel like you are safe because things can happen unexpectedly, and you still have to keep the communication channels open. And here we have the King of Wands in the upright. So then if you do this, then there will be this fiery and creative energy, and you will feel passionate about life and about this person and about your career or whatever. Okay, so group number 1, that is what I see for you guys. That is the next big surprise coming your way. So it could be either of these situations, or it could be both for some of you. So take it how it resonates, and if you want to, you can give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. You can let me know in the comments down below if it resonated. I love to hear your stories. And then I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello everyone in pile number 2. So you guys were drawn to the Ace of Earth, or the Ace of Pentacles, and it has like this big, I think it's an elk on here. Or maybe you were drawn to this little pine cone thing. And today we are asking the Spirit what a big surprise is coming your way next. So it could be more than one surprise, but we're looking at like the main thing. And with the Ace of Earth, I immediately get the idea of like stability. So it could be that for some of you, you will be receiving some type of financial compensation or something like that, or just like moving into a period in your life where you're more grounded and like you have a lot of security and you have less worries. Now with the pine cone, this is part of like sacred geometry. So I think of like individuation, where you realize your full potential and like your true personality. So it could even be like some of you guys will be connecting with yourself more and realizing what you want to do, maybe in terms of career, because we are talking about the Pentacles here, which is about like the material world. But I don't want to jump ahead, so let's see what is coming your way. So to begin with, I'm going to be using some oracle cards. So let's start with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Spirit, for group number 2, please. What big surprise is coming their way? Let's see. Okay, we have openness. Interesting. Let's get one more. Freedom. Some of you guys might be traveling. I'm getting like a water energy here with the openness card, so Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer, and then I get like Sagittarius with the freedom card. It almost reminds me of the World card as well, so change is happening in your life. It could be that there are some unexpected changes in your like general life circumstances. So maybe some of you guys will be moving out, or even like moving location. So spreading your wings. And I think the openness card is talking about being open to experiences. So it could be that you're going to be experiencing a lot of different cultures, if I think about travel, or different people. So maybe if you are starting university and moving out, then you'll be connecting with a lot of different groups of people, and that's where you have to remain open to different views and ideas. But I think this openness also talks about being open to opportunities to experience this freedom. So maybe you have been feeling a bit on edge about this new phase in your life, especially if it's going to be a surprise. It might come out of the blue, like you get an opportunity to study abroad, or suddenly you get a job opportunity that is like at the other edge of the country that you live in. And I think Spirit is asking you guys to have an open mind about this and not immediately turn it down. With the idea of sacred geometry, I also get the idea of intuition, especially with this watery energy. So I think you have to connect with your higher self and really look at what it is that you truly want. And if this opportunity aligns with your true self, then it is something that you should go after. And it could be like something completely new with the ace here. So as I said, maybe moving location or anything like that, really, where you have totally different circumstances compared to how your general life is at the moment. Let's get a Moonology card as well to give us more information. Okay, we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Interesting. And with the new moon, again, that idea of fresh energy, a whole new start. And you know, Gemini is associated with the twin, so it's like two different personalities. And I almost feel like you will have to adapt to this new circumstance or new circumstances, and it's like you'll have to switch. So if I think about travel again, maybe you are from America and you travel to Europe and you go to like France, and now you have to almost present yourself in a different way to be able to navigate through the country. Or even if you got a job there, you will have to maybe learn the language and learn like how they structure their work days and stuff like that. So it's almost like you guys will have a complete personality shift, or you will have to learn some type of persona in this new circumstance. And that's also where you will need to have openness, be willing to adapt to the changes that will be happening. Now with communication is key, I think Spirit is also saying like you will have to be open in terms of asking for help and really gathering information about these new circumstances that you will be in, because otherwise you might be blindsided a bit and you won't be able to manage everything. So for example, making sure you have like your visa and everything ready if you are traveling, or maybe like googling where certain shops are if you are moving location, and like how the highway works, like the public transport or something like that. And I really get the idea of like languages. So for many of you, this could talk about an opportunity where you will be in a scenario where the people speak a different language, especially because Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. So something significant will be changing in terms of the way that you will be communicating with people. It might even be that you have more freedom to express yourself in a different way, because you won't be like in the same place where you grew up. So you have more freedom to present yourself in a way that suits you, even though you have to adapt to the new circumstances. It's almost like you have a clean slate and you can start over in terms of your identity and who you want to be. So let's jump into tarot and get more information about this. So Spirit, can you give us more information for group number 2? What is this next big surprise that is coming their way? What is this new start or new opportunity Okay, so many. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Death card, so Scorpio energy here. What is this? The Ten of Wands, Four of Swords. Let's get some more. Okay, we have Three of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups reversed. Interesting. We have the World card reversed and the Hermit reversed. Interesting. Okay. And back of the deck is the Temperance card. This is some more Sagittarius energy. I'm actually gonna put this here. Okay. So with the Page of Cups, this could be some opportunity that pertains to your talents. So this girl is like painting on here. So I definitely get the idea that you will be given an opportunity where you can like broaden your horizon. So maybe you get like a bursary to go to an art school or something. So anything like that where you can grow your potential. And with the Three of Pentacles, you are going to be working alongside people, and you know they are doing like gymnastics on here. But I don't know if you guys know the expression of like mental gymnastics. So it's like you will have to stretch your brain almost. So you will definitely be presented with a lot of new information, and you will be needing to have openness in this scenario to take everything in and really transform yourself with this Death card. So we have this skull and this flower coming through it. So it's almost like out of a dead period in your life, you will blossom again into something completely different. Especially with the Two of Cups reversed, it almost feels to me like you were in fake relationships where you couldn't be your authentic self. Or maybe even in situations where your heart just wasn't in it, like you were doing a job or studying something that you didn't really resonate with. And with the Ten of Wands, it's like a burden, so you were juggling everything, but you felt like the world was still out there. With this World card reversed, it's like you were wanting to explore a lot more, and you just felt very stuck. And so this big surprise is that you'll actually be presented with an opportunity to see the world, maybe literally, but just like expand your horizons in a metaphorical sense as well. And with the Four of Swords clarified by the Hermit reversed, it's really like you were in this rest period, almost dormant, like in a hibernation mode. But now it's time for you to step out of this mode, like the Hermit reversed, and showcase yourself to the world. And this girl is almost like in a type of spotlight here, and there's this flame burning above her head. So I really get the idea of like a rebirth. It's like you will really come to life again in this new phase in your life during this next big surprise. And it's almost like you're not realizing that this opportunity will be coming your way with this Four of Swords, because this girl is sleeping and dreaming, and it could be that you have been dreaming about an opportunity like this, but you thought that it was only a dream, and it isn't something that will actually realize in the material world. And with the Temperance here, it could be that you have been waiting for it for a very long time. This girl is like in a lotus, almost like a lotus pose, like yoga. So maybe it's something that you meditated on, but definitely something that you were willing to wait for as well. And with the Chariot, yeah, I just saw it, it's going to be quite swift movement. So you know, I think about the expression hitting the mark. So it's almost like people have their sights set on you. If I think about the study example again, so you will really be like the chosen one if you are picked to study abroad. And I don't think you necessarily see yourself as being the top one and the one that is going to be chosen. It almost makes me think of Hunger Games as well. with Katniss and when she volunteers as tribute. So it could even be for some of you there's this opportunity and they want volunteers, and you might be very afraid, but you put up your hand that you're open to this new experience, and it will really give you a totally different view of the world, and you will really develop your skill set and develop your strengths and work on your weaknesses as well. And with the moon card here, I'm sorry, I'm like taking all of the cards, but linking in with this idea of this watery energy of the openness card. So I do think your intuition will be guiding you, but you might be a bit stuck in your head at times, and you should really try to ground yourself, and that's also why this idea of information is here. So Spirit is reminding you to ask for help when needed, and to really gather a lot of information once this opportunity presents itself, to make sure that you aren't frazzled and overstressed. Okay, so I want to get from another deck as well. So Spirit, can you give us more information about what exactly this opportunity will be like? So we have the Empress. It kind of got out sideways. I'm gonna put it like that. Let's get a few more. This is Taurus energy, by the way. We have Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is definitely something that has taken its time to come to fruition. So really this idea of you guys dreaming about it for a very long time, years even. And we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We have King of Pentacles reversed, the Chariot again, and 8 of Pentacles. I'm gonna put it here. I definitely get the idea that you will be working on your skills in this new opportunity, and that's also why the Empress came out like as a blockage, because you weren't fully in this Empress energy. You were still building yourself up, and this is an opportunity where you can also work on your skills and work to become this Empress and to really embody this Empress energy, which is abundant and fertile and really like goddess energy almost. And with this pomegranate here, it's about temptation. So it's almost like this carrot that was dangled in front of your nose that you were always dreaming about. And like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, it's this very slow moving energy. So you were thinking about this for a very, very long time. Really contemplating with the Hermit and thinking about all of the opportunities that you would like to have. And really thinking about what your dreams for life are. And with the King of Pentacles, it could be that you weren't in a position financially to give yourself this opportunity, and that's also why it will be such a big surprise when it is presented to you. But with the Chariot, it's swift energy. We also had the Chariot earlier, so definitely unexpected, this big surprise, but a very happy surprise as well. And I just saw we have the 7 of Cups reversed here at the back of the deck, and I think a lot of confusion will be cleared for you guys once this opportunity comes your way and you choose to accept it. So you might feel a bit uneasy about accepting it, but after you do, it's almost like you will experience a sense of calm and serenity about the choice that you have made. Okay, so to end your reading, I just want to see if there is any additional information we can get about this opportunity. So maybe what type of experiences you will have. Let's see, we have Chariot reversed. Interesting. That's the 3rd time the Chariot shows up. This is Cancer energy, by the way. We have the Devil. Let's get, okay, 3 of Wands. Okay, so really talking about growth, and her long hair represents power. So it's really like you will be working on your self-empowerment in this new opportunity. And with the Chariot reversed, I think this is something that isn't fleeting. It's something long-standing. So it's not skills that can be taken away from you again. And with the devil, it's almost like this temptation to stay in this opportunity. So for example, if you will be traveling, it's almost like you won't ever want to stop traveling again, because it's going to be such a lovely experience. And obviously if you want to, and if you have the means to actually go on with this opportunity, then you can choose to do that. So for example, if you are doing a degree, then you can choose to do your honors and your masters and your doctorate if that's something that you want to do. But definitely also with the Cancer energy, something that you pour your heart into and you are emotionally invested in. And it's almost like you will be caught in this web, because it's going to be such a lovely opportunity for you guys. And I don't get like a negative energy with the devil here. It's definitely positive. But yeah, definitely an opportunity for you to grow as a person. Okay, so that is everything that I see for you guys in group number 2. I really hope it resonated. If it did, you can let me know in the comments down below. If you want to support me, you can give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And then I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello and welcome everyone in group number 3. So you guys chose the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups, or maybe you chose this little shell here. And today we are asking Spirit, what is the next big surprise that is coming your way? This could be more than one surprise, but we are looking like at one specifically. So to start off with the Queen of Cups, we have water energy, so Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio could be significant. Now I definitely get the idea that this is some type of emotional surprise, so maybe some type of news about a pregnancy, or something to do with family or friends, sorry, like some type of close connections, but we'll see what once it comes through. And with the shell as well, it's like water energy, so intuition and emotions, and you know, almost like the depths of emotions. So definitely some surprise relating to a thing that you are emotionally invested in. But let's see what your cards say. So I'm gonna begin with some oracle cards to get a better idea of what this is talking about. So Spirit, for group number 3, please, what is the next big surprise coming their way? Okay, we have fulfillment, definitely. Let's get one more. We have community. Oh, that's so nice. And you have like this rainbow here, so that might be a sign for you, or peaches, or white butterflies. So I definitely get the idea of emotional fulfillment, and this could talk about like meeting some genuine friends, like people that will become some of your best friends, if I think about community. So maybe you will be joining some type of group, like a music group or a choir or a pottery group, or you have like a book group where you like to discuss books that you have read together. Anything like that, where you connect with people that really relate to you and that you resonate with. And with fulfillment, it's really going to bring you a lot of emotional abundance. So maybe this will be people that you'll really be able to share your life with and share your struggles with, and they will be there for you. And with the butterflies here, it could even be that you almost transform through these connections. It's like you are able to blossom and really also form like very strong emotional bonds with them. It's almost like the calm after the storm, if I think about the rainbow. So maybe you have been going through a difficult period where you felt like you couldn't really connect with people, and then this new surprise comes your way where suddenly you find this community of like-minded people. So I also want to get a Moonology card to give us more information about what this is talking about. So Spirit, for group number 3, please, what is this next big surprise that is coming their way? Okay, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Okay, so this reminds me of the Lovers card as well. So this could be talking about soulmates, so friendship or romantic soulmates. but I think you have been questioning yourself and maybe your own worth, because as I said, you might not have been connecting with people so well in the past few months or even years, and maybe you felt like you were the one that there was something wrong with, but Spirit is here to remind you that the problem was never with you, and that's why you will be connecting with this community of people that you can really resonate with and that is like on the same frequency as you. And with the fulfillment card, I also get the idea that they will help you grow into the person that you were meant to be. I mentioned this in group number 2 with Gemini and the twins. I think about like having a new personality. So it's almost like you hid parts of yourself away in the connections that you were in, because you didn't feel like they would appreciate your true self. So this next big surprise is that you have the opportunity to actually embody your authentic self with people who really resonate with you and that appreciate the true you and that want you to be the best version of yourself, and that will help you grow into the best version of yourself. And with Gemini and being ruled by Mercury, I think you will have really nice conversations with these people. Maybe you have like a similar type of humor, or just the topics that you're interested in really links with each other. So maybe you all like plants, or you like art, or you like certain types of movies, anything like that. But this is really going to be like your tribe, like your people that are with you through thick and thin. So it's definitely something that will bring you a lot of emotional happiness. So it's not going to be surface level, it's really going to be like deep connections where you can like bare your soul almost. If I think about water energy and the shell, it's like you are keeping yourself like in the depths, like underwater, and water is also related to like the unconscious. So it's like you were living an unconscious life because you weren't being true to yourself, and these people will awaken the true you to come forward and to communicate in an authentic way. Okay, so let's jump into tarot now and get more information. So Spirit, for group number 3, please, can you give us more information about these connections? We have the 6 of Swords, definitely about moving on. And with the infinity symbol, this could be connections that you have up until you are like in your 80s, like in your old age. We have the 10 of Swords, so definitely closing off some difficult cycles here, and very painful cycles as well. You could have been in like almost like parasitic types of friendships where people were feeding off of your energy, and maybe you were like a people pleaser. I don't know if you guys know the fawn response in psychology. It's like almost always doing everybody else's bidding. So that could be the type of energy that you were in. We have the 9 of Wands reversed, and you were definitely feeling very anxious and on edge. That's too much. So let's see. We have the 6 of Pentacles, definitely. So there wasn't an equal give and take in your relationships, and so you were really feeling like on edge and almost like frazzled and tethered. I think that's the right word. Like in rags, you weren't whole. It's a strange way to put it, but you really want to move into calmer waters and take these steps to form genuine connections, because I get the idea that you haven't truly realized the negative impact that these connections had on you, especially emotionally. I think you were feeling very drained, and it's like every day was a battle, and you almost had to fight your friends. It's not supposed to be that way. Your friends should be there to support you and to guide you on this life journey, and then in return you do the same for them. And it could even be that some of them manipulated you to give them financial support, something like that. Maybe you were constantly buying them gifts or whatever to gain their acceptance, whereas in this new phase with this community you will be supported. That's what community is all about, and you won't feel like you have to fight for people to appreciate you. These people will see you as inherently worthy. You won't have to prove your worth to them. Okay, so let's get some clarification here as well. So for the Six of Swords, please Spirit, we have Nine of Pentacles. Definitely, this is really like wish fulfillment, really complete abundance. You will definitely live like a life of luxury in this new phase in your life. So maybe this community will provide you with a safe space where you can showcase your talents as well, and by doing that you will be able to provide yourself with a lot more financial abundance. Also because you have the support, it's really difficult to like work on your career when you don't have a support network as well. It's tough to do it on your own. And with this Ace of Swords here, clarifying the Ten of Swords, you are really receiving clarity about how you should be closing off these cycles. So Spirit is advising you to close off these cycles to make way for this new energy to come into your life. As I said, the calm after the storm. So really ending this difficult period. Let's see. For this Nine of Wands, please. We have Nine of Cups reversed. So this also talks about wishes, and I think since it's clarifying this Nine of Wands, it's really like you were wishing for a change because everything was such a battle, but you were also not experiencing this wish coming into fulfillment because you weren't closing off the cycles, if that makes sense. Because nines, it's just before this 10 that's closing off the cycle. So it's like you were stuck in this almost energy where you were saying to yourself, yeah, I will end this friendship, or I will end this relationship, but never actually doing that and taking the steps to do that. And maybe Spirit will be giving you a bit of a shove to do that and to let this big surprise come into your life. Let's get a last clarification here. For the Six of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups and the Lovers reversed. So definitely talking about that indecision here, and once again Gemini energy. And with the Four of Cups, you really felt like you were missing out, and you were missing out because this next big surprise is these genuine connections. But even though you knew there was something better out there for you, you were still stuck in this indecisive energy. And with these two people holding hands, I feel like with the steps here as well, once you move forward into this new phase, you will be taking hands with people who support you, as I said, and it's almost like they will help you climb the ladder in society. As I mentioned here with the Knight of Pentacles, you could be receiving a lot of financial abundance once you get the opportunity to be your true self and to really present your talents to the world. And we also have the Justice card reversed here at the back of the deck. So really there was a lot of imbalance in your relationships, and Spirit is helping you with this next big surprise to remedy that and to really give you the type of connections that you deserve, and that will give you emotional balance as well. So I want to get some more information here. Spirit, can you give us a bit more information about this Knight of Pentacles? So what type of like financial abundance will group number 3 be experiencing because of this change? That's too many. Maybe a lot of financial abundance with the cards popping out like that. Let's see. Okay, we have Queen of Swords. Maybe you will be using your intellect in some in some type of way. We have the Tower reversed. We have the Seven of Wands reversed, and we have the Queen of Cups reversed, and with the Devil at the back of the deck. Let's see. Okay. I do think you'll have to have some strong boundaries still once this abundance comes in with this Queen of Swords, especially because I don't think you were so used to it, or like I said in the past, maybe some people try to get some financial support from you by manipulating you. Now with the Tower reversed, it almost feels to me like you will be in a shock when you receive these blessings, because people really didn't give you the love you deserve, so you almost feel unworthy of this abundance, and it's almost going to be like a fight against yourself to realize your worth. And with the Queen of Cups as well, it's almost like you will feel you manipulated the other people into giving you these opportunities. So I don't know if you guys know that meme or joke about the person talking to their therapist, and the person says to the therapist, "I don't think I'm a good person," and the therapist says, "But I think you're a good person," and then the person says again, like, "But what if they are such a bad person that they manipulated the therapist into thinking that they are a good person?" So that's like the type of energy that I see for you guys. It's almost like you are going to be flabbergasted and gobsmacked and not sure what to do with everything coming your way, and almost feeling like you don't deserve any of it, and you'll have to move past this, because I think this is some type of negative self-talk of the devil here. It's almost like you're keeping yourself bound, but with the devil, you can see here they aren't actually tied, they're free to move around. So it's really your own choice to be welcoming to this abundance coming your way. And I just saw 555 on the clock, so it's talking about changes. So there's really going to be a great shift in your life. And also with the Four of Wands here, it's about gateways and celebration. So really, I feel like you guys will be so celebrated in this next phase in your life, and you should be open to receiving the celebration and to receiving recognition and receiving genuine connections. This devil could even talk about keeping on or holding on to these connections, and therefore keeping yourself stuck and not creating a space where abundance can flow to you. So let's end just with a few more cards. So Spirit, can you give us some last information about these connections? Okay, let's see, that jumped out. We have the King of Swords. I really get the idea that on an intellectual level you will be able to connect to these people. So maybe you have quite you have quite a sharp mind, like you like to think about things and ponder and like philosophize about life, and you will finally be able to do this with people and have like very interesting discussions about things, because mentally you weren't able to connect with other people. It could be like you're like an old soul, or maybe you are quite young but you have very like mature interests and finally you have people that really relate to you. So let's get two more here about these connections, please, Britt. What are these people like? Okay, we have Seven of Pentacles. I'm actually going to take this upright. So I feel like these people are hard workers, and also people that will help you grow, as I said, and also people that have like abundance. So this could be talking about like, again, their intellect, so their opinions, but also like providing you with the opportunities, because they already have enough on their own and they are willing to give you the space as well. So they're not like selfish, they like to share with you and help you grow. Oh, that's way too many. And there's the Lover's card again, so more Gemini energy. I'm actually just gonna take one. So Spirit, one last card please. What are these people like? The Empress, yay. So definitely very abundant energy, and we have like this baby as well and a lot of flowers. So I think it's people with creativity, it's people with a lot to offer and a lot to offer you, and people that will help you elevate yourself to this Empress energy as well. And with the number 3, that could be a sign for you guys, and it's really like mind, body, spirit. Everything is connected, and you will feel connected to these people on all levels as well. So it's not like you will only relate to them in terms of career or relationships or whatever. So it's really like an all-encompassing type of relationship. So group number 3, that is what I see for you guys. That is the next big surprise for you guys. I really hope this resonated. If it did, you can let me know in the comments down below. If you want to support me and my channel, you can give this video a like, and then I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye. Hello and welcome everyone in group number 4. So you guys chose the 6 of Earth, or the 6 of Pentacles, and today we are asking Spirit what big surprise is coming your way. So this could talk about more than one surprise, but we're looking at like one specific thing, and maybe there are like additional surprises along the way. Maybe you were drawn to this little pink flower, but anyway, so with the 6 of Pentacles, I think of like charity. So it could be that some of you guys might be inheriting something, or you will be receiving some type of financial compensation. So it could be like a bursary or a refund, or you win some type of prize, like a lucky draw, something like that. And with the flower, it's like something that will blossom. So it could even be like maybe stocks and then suddenly it will grow exponentially into a lot more. So anything like that, but we'll see what wants to come through. I'm just going to set this here for now. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to be getting some archetype cards, oracle cards to give us more information about what this next big surprise is going to be for you guys. So Spirit, for group number 4, please, what is this big surprise coming their way? Let's see here. Okay, that is 2. We have Wisdom. Interesting, I think this came out in group number 1, I can't remember. And Wonders. Okay, so you could be compensated for your insights in some way. It could even be like a prize for maybe for research or something like that, or just your work in general. So maybe you were like in a leadership position and you will be receiving compensation for that. And with the Wonders, I do think it's going to be above your expectation, and this is also talking about the quartz stone, which amplifies other energies. So if I think about the stock example again, I think it's going to start as something small and then like grow into something a lot bigger, and you're not going to be expecting this. This is why it's also a surprise. And maybe with the Wisdom, it can even talk about, in the stocks example, you really made a very good choice, like you used your own intellect to make a decision where you are going to invest money. So this financial abundance that you will be experiencing is based off of your own good insight. So it's definitely like well deserved. It's not just something that fell out of the sky. You worked for this. So it's a surprise, but it's like a surprise you almost grew yourself, if that makes sense. Now I also want to get a Moonology card. So Spirit, for group number 4, please, can you give us another card, give us information about this next big surprise? Okay, we have Balance, Spirituality and Practicality. Interesting. And we have like the 2 fish here, full moon in Pisces. This is interesting. I think you shouldn't get too caught up in this surprise when it comes your way. So stay like grounded. Make sure you don't become too proud or boastful. And this could even talk about maybe like being in a spiritual career where you give your insights with people, and then suddenly your platform where you share your wisdom takes off. Like maybe you're like an influencer or a YouTuber, and this is like a reminder for you to not get caught up in the whirlwind of the excitement of this financial gain that comes along with your job, because you don't want to lose yourself in this surprise. So this is Spirit just like giving you guys a reminder to still be humble, and to still keep up your spiritual practice. So could even be that your work is going to be getting a lot busier due to certain opportunities coming your way, or more financial abundance coming your way, or maybe wondering where to invest more money. And you should still rely on your wisdom and your like spiritual connection to guide you. So don't forget about that part just because you are experiencing success financially, because then you might regress, or you might overspend, and then suddenly you don't actually have as much as you thought you did. So really with the flower, it can grow exponentially in either way. It can grow in a positive way or in a negative way, depending on your actions and how you choose to approach the situation. So once this financial abundance comes your way, you still have to use your wisdom and insight to make choices, because just one good choice doesn't mean the outcome is going to be positive. You have to keep on making good choices. So let's jump into tarot now to get more information. So Spirit, for group number 4, can we please get more information about what this next big surprise is going to be? Okay, we have Page of Swords. You might be receiving some communication. And once again, if this is like a spiritual career, I do get the idea that for a lot of you it's like online work that will be taking off. So maybe you get a lot more subscribers, or a lot of people purchase some type of like class or something that you have to offer. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed. And with the Ace of Swords, I really get the idea of not being blindsided by your success. So really don't back down and like relax too much just because you are receiving a lot of success at the moment, because it can quickly change. So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. Let's get 2 more, please, Spirit. We have the World card and the Four of Wands. Okay. And back of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So I'm actually going to start with this. It talks about confusion. So there's really going to be a lot coming your way, and you are going to be feeling confused. And it's almost like, you know, this girl is very happy. She's looking at everything that is on offer for her, and she has a lot of choices. But the problem with this is that you really shouldn't get caught up in this. And that's why Spirit is reminding you to stay grounded and to use your intuition and your insight. So don't place too much value on the material things and neglect your spiritual health and maybe even your connections in life. We have the Page of Swords here with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is like a nostalgic energy. It's almost like a dreamy energy for me. And it can even talk about soulmates. So it could be that you're working together with some people that are like part of your soul family, or maybe they will be the ones that give you guidance on how you can improve your skills. For example, the online job idea. They might be a video editor, and they give you advice on how you can advance your videos, and then suddenly you apply their advice and then your channel just takes off. So it could be something like that. But with the Ace of Swords reversed, it's really about lacking clarity and especially with this Eight of Swords, which is about keeping yourself bound or stuck. So this is a definite warning from Spirit that you guys shouldn't be like blind to the facts. So don't be swayed by the success. Stay true to your course and remember why you're doing what you're doing. So again, the idea of a spiritual career, you are not doing this to receive fame or recognition. You're actually doing it to guide people and to provide them with help and clarity and support on their own journeys. So I read online talking about like false spiritual gurus, and the idea is never that that person will forever be your guru. The idea is that they will give you the tools so that you can be a guru on your own. You can help yourself on your own journey. So it's like someone giving you a helping hand for a bit and then letting you go off on your own and really determine your own life. So this is just a warning from Spirit to not forget who you truly are and why you're doing what you're doing, because then, as I said, things could very quickly regress and turn bad, like turn sour for you, and you could find that all of your abundance is taken away from you. Now with the Page of Cups reversed and the World card, there's also a warning here of not being frivolous and not being like hasty. So it could be that you almost expect the world and almost to have the world in your hands. So it's like once the success comes towards you, that's what you have in mind all of the time. It like, I'm not saying this very good, but like you almost always expect things to work out for you without maybe putting in the same amount of effort that you did in the past. So that's the whole warning here that Spirit is saying. So there's really a lot of abundance coming your way, but you should choose very carefully how you go about the situation once this abundance comes in. Now it could be that you are like a bit greedy or frivolous because you come from a past where you didn't actually have so much abundance, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and we have like 3 generations here, or 4 generations. So you might not have the background on how to deal with this type of financial abundance, and that's why Spirit is really coming through with a big warning in your reading to not make uninformed choices and not become too proud or anything like that. And with the Four of Wands, it's about the gateway. So it's really like you are stepping into a new phase in your life, a much more financially abundant phase, and it's wonderful and everything, but to stay in that phase and not go back to a phase of lack, you have to be very aware of the way that you approach this abundance and the surprise coming your way. So I want to get more information here. Spirit, can you give us some more information about what a group number 4 can do to ensure that they will maintain this financial abundance? Can you give us some advice? We have the Fool. This is Aquarius energy, once again that idea of technology. We have the Empress. Okay, we have the Sun card, Leo energy. Let's get one more before I clarify, please. Okay, that's 2. We have the Six of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. Let's get some more here, please, Spirit. Ooh, too many. Just a few more, please. Okay, we have King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, sorry, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and we have the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay. So with the Fool and the King of Pentacles, sorry, and we have the Seven of Pentacles here at the back of the deck. I'm gonna keep that here because I want to talk about that. So with the Fool and the King of Pentacles, I'm gonna take this very literally and say that you shouldn't act like a fool. So don't make any stupid financial choices. So if you were thinking very carefully in the past before making investments, that is still something that you should do. So especially because it's the King of Pentacles, so in terms of money and things like that, you should really not just jump in foolishly. You should look at it from all the perspectives and still gather as much information as you would have in the past. Now with the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it's really about slow and steady. So maybe you could have some people that advise you, and this could be family if I think about the Empress. So maybe you have some people in your inner circle that could give you their insights and opinions to help you make choices. Now with the Sun card and the Seven of Swords reversed, you should also be open to like sharing with other people. Don't hoard it together and don't be like sneaky. Don't try to scam people. So once again, that idea of not wanting to work hard enough in the future once this success starts coming your way. So for example, don't copy people's insights on Instagram. I'm not saying you guys do that, but this is just like the warning that Spirit is giving. So maybe you put in a lot of effort in terms of creating authentic content, and now you're feeling like you can just like paraphrase something that somebody else said and use it as your own, and then you will still be receiving compensation for stealing their work. So you should watch out for that. And with the Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups reversed here, don't forget about the connections in your life. So if you are flourishing, that isn't like an excuse to not still pour energy into your other connections. So this could talk about friendships or like family relationships, anything like that, and never feel like you are becoming better than them, because I think this will really catch up with you in the future, where you might need their support again, and then suddenly you find yourself in a situation where these people are not willing to help you out anymore because you almost like left them behind once you started to gain success. So it's just like a warning from Spirit. I'm not saying any of you guys do any of these things. It's just like a reminder to remember where you came from, and remember who you are, and remember why you are doing something, because ultimately it's not about the financial gain, it's about like making a difference. So let's get some last cards from Spirit. Spirit, let's end on a happy note. Can you give us more information about this financial abundance that is coming for group number 4? We have the King of Swords. Let's get 2 more here. We have the King of Wands. Interesting, very masculine energy. But this is the King of Swords, is the female one. Let's get 1 more. Okay, I'm actually going to take this one. We have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Okay. So it could be financial abundance due to you combining your intellect and your creative talents or your passions. So I definitely get the idea that for a lot of you this is talking about some type of online career. But now with the Four of Cups, again, we have like a little warning here from Spirit, because this person doesn't realize that they are actually in a good position. So it could be that right now you're also just seeing lack, and you should be trying to appreciate your life at the moment, because that is like almost like a skill, and in the future you will still not be happy with all of your abundance if you don't learn to appreciate your current circumstances. So being happy in your current circumstances doesn't mean not wanting to work towards something better. It just means that you are okay with things how they are while working on bettering it. So otherwise you will always be unhappy, because there's always like the chance to level up in a way. And actually I forgot to talk about the Seven of Pentacles here. This is also a reminder to keep on putting in work and to see how the seeds that you plant grow in the future. So you should find joy in the process and find joy in seeing how your projects flourish and how your insights are used by different people and how they also can grow from your experiences. Okay, so I'm gonna end your reading there. Group number 4, that is what I see for you guys. There's really like a lot of financial abundance coming your way, but Spirit is very clear about warning you guys on how you should approach this abundance. So that is what I see for you guys. I really hope it resonated. If it did, you can let me know in the comments down below. And then if you want to support me and my channel, you can give this video a like and subscribe. And then I hope you guys have a lovely day and enjoy this abundance. Just be careful. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.